Hello, it's an absolutely beautiful day here today, and today Isabel is very excited because one of her friends is coming up to our area who she hasn't seen since before lockdown. Although they've been in contact almost every day on social media, this is the first time they will have seen each other in person. So they're coming up and they're going to meet us in our local park for a couple of hours. The weather's looking like this. There's a gentle, cool breeze, but it's extremely warm and you can really feel the heat of the sun on your skin. I'm going to get myself in and get ready. Look at the size of the coffee I've been having. It's a little Macca Packer cup from when Izzy was a toddler. The toilets aren't open in the park, or at least I don't think they are. I'll check. Maybe there will be today. I've noticed yesterday that they have finally opened a play area up the hill where we went for a walk yesterday, so I'm guessing all the play areas are now going to be open for the children in the parks. So I'm wondering if that means the toilets might be as well, because it'd be attracting more people in. But we'll see. They've arrived in the park just exactly at the right time to meet our friends, and we've noticed that the playground is open now for the first time since the COVID outbreak. What are these two up to? Shenanigans of some sort. Oh, this one's getting in on the action now. Oh, they're just chilling out. We're walking around the duck pond because we said we'd meet our friends at the duck pond, but we didn't say which bit. Oh, there's a text. And another one. That might be them. I know what that is. That's Izzy's friend texting Izzy emojis.
She says I can see the pond.
Oh, okay. Let's go look for them. Well, the girls have met up. I think the girl's long-suffering and dedicated mum is working from her car, so I'm just going to try and find her and just say hello and goodbye quickly and leave her to it. She needs to get on. Well, that might be her. Well, my little chat to Izzy's friend's mum turned into an hour and a half, so I'm just going to quickly go and give Izzy some money for ice cream and head home. We had a very nice chat indeed, and it was really nice. The girls have been completely self-sufficient, they've just been doing their own thing in the park, as you would expect at their age. Everybody's shading under their own shady tree, like in the family group, so it's really quite sweet to see. On picnic blankets and things. I'm just walking home here. Oh, I didn't have any change to give the girls, so I'll have to back them. But anyway, I was just walking home and a bus went past which said bus full, or bus yn llawn in Welsh, and I'd never seen that before. And I'm just documenting this here because obviously vlogging in the pandemic, and I want to remember what things were like in years to come. So every seat was filled with one person, and then they'd put a sign on the bus saying it was full. So there we are, that's how they're managing that. I'm just strolling home, and Izzy's gonna walk with her friend back to the car where her mum is. She doesn't need it, but you know, it just means they get to spend maximum time together, and then she's just gonna bring herself home and have some lunch probably, if she's got any room in her tummy after all that ice cream. Oh yes, our library was open. I was able to get recycling bags, but they haven't got them in the building as they usually did. They have them on a table outside in the fresh air. I'm back home now. It's about 25 to 2 in the afternoon. That was really lovely. As I was walking through town, there was a really nice atmosphere. The weather is absolutely gorgeous, and for the first time since lockdown, tables were outside pubs and people were sitting at them, socially distanced, you know, and just drinking lemonade and eating ice cream and chatting, and they just looked so delighted and content, every one of them. It's so nice to see smiling faces. This has been something that's been missing for months now, just going out and seeing a lot of faces with different expressions on, and these ones, they were all happy. And in the park there were like couples playing cards on a little picnic blanket together, just isolated in their little group, but out there, you know, amid it all. Also, the toilets in the park were open for the first time, which is a game changer for us if people want to come and visit us from afar and meet in the park, because it's been a problem so far. I'm going to heat up yesterday's stew for my lunch. After that, I'm going to need to make a few phone calls. I've got a little list of numbers I need to ring. I need to sort out about Izzy's Sharps box still, and a dermatology appointment, among other things. There's my lunch. I've eaten all of it. I think Izzy would probably prefer a toastie anyway. It's a little while later, I've had my lunch, I've made loads of phone calls, and I've just remembered it's nearly time to start my new diary. I tend to work in academic diaries. Look, my YouTuber sticker collection, I've got 2 so far. It's all blank, nothing in it yet, apart from one dermatology appointment which I've just put in. I'd normally at this point be filling in all my gigs to take me up to next end of July. But of course there's just no point, is there? No point. I need to just stay in my phone diary with the word cancelled next to them. Still no news about college, by the way. I just spoke to our advocate and he still hasn't had any confirmation from them whatsoever. So he's asking them to fast track it. He has made contact. Apparently they never had the original email from like the 12th of June or something like that. It really was a long time ago. And he's resending it. Well, he's resent it. They're going to read it and he's asked them to fast track it given how late it is in the day now. But we'll see. I've got to do some very boring everyday housework now, just washing up, giving the kitchen the once over. I'll catch up with you when that is done. Oh, Izzy's back from the park, by the way. She said she had a really, really lovely time. I was just out watering my plants and I noticed, look, for the first time in my life, I have got this far with a tomato plant. There's an actual tomato growing on it. Now, for me, this is exceptional. I've tried over the years to grow tomatoes and they always die of some kind of blight. But not this one. Look, I've got some little flowers coming. There's one more strawberry waiting for Isabel. I'll just give them all to Izzy because I know how much she likes them. I could take them or leave them, to be honest. That runner's over there. I did manipulate it over a bit, to be honest, because it put itself by there and I wanted it to have a bit more root space. I don't know if it actually made any difference, to be honest. But here we are. And there's another little baby one coming by there. See, on the runner. Courgettes. Now I've actually started watering them. Now I've twigged that Isabel just simply wasn't doing it every night. They're coming on a bit and I'm actually starting to get some courgettes on this plant. I think I should probably twist that one off because it just started to decay on the plant. And our beans. I've got one little tiny bean plant here which is hanging on for life. The slugs keep nibbling away at it. It's not dead yet. This one is coming up, yeah, I'm not doing too bad, look. Ooh, got no beans on them yet. But they are coming, as you can see. How's this doing? Oh, I've still got plenty in there. You can see where the little beaks have been digging in through the holes, can't you? Squeeze it through, shall we? Here we are. Right, so I'm going to go do my washing up now. But before I do, I found out what to do with the sharp spin. You have to ring up a number, which they gave me, and tell them your address and your phone number, and then they book it in a date that it will be collected and replaced with the fresh one. We have to just put it out that either the night before or before 7 o'clock in the morning on a specific date. This isn't locked yet. We've got one more injection's worth to go in there, but when it is full, you push it down hard, because obviously you don't want anybody to get that open when it's out on the street, do you? I've washed up and everything now, cleaned the surfaces, you know, wiped them all down. I've just come over really sleepy and I don't see why I can't just go up and have a quick nap actually. It's not something I usually do, but it's the school holidays and, you know, I've got no gigs. So I think I will. I'll shut the curtains and shut my eyes for a bit. Hey Izzy, how you doing?
Okay.
What have you been up to?
Listening to Hamilton and doing maths.
Yeah. How was your day out today?
Yeah, it was fun.
It's really nice to see, wasn't it? Well, I'm tired. I'm going to have an uncharacteristic afternoon nap. So keep it down, love.
Shocking.
Isabel never makes a lot of noise anyway, do you? Apart from when you're singing. Could have bejeweled like Smidge. Well, this is a treat, having an afternoon nap. I feel like I'm on holiday, but I suppose technically I could say that I am. Not that that makes a lot of difference light-wise. I have 2 windows in my bedroom, which just feels ridiculously luxurious. Oops. Good night then. I'll see you when I wake up. Well, I've woken up and I appear to have slept for 2.5 hours and I'm a bit kind of not very awake yet. Oops, it was only meant to be 20 minutes. My phone rang, didn't it, just as I was coming round from my nap, so it was forced me to wake up, but that was somebody ringing back who I was trying to get in touch with earlier, so I think pretty much everything on my list is more or less dealt with now, although this was one of those telling me somebody else to get in touch with calls, so it's not really, but anyway, a step has been taken. I've woken up feeling grotty. I didn't go to bed feeling grotty, I went to bed just suddenly feeling really, really tired. I've woken up feeling swollen glands, a bit coughy, but it's kind of gone away, headache, and just general lethargy. But it might be because I had my windows open. It might be hay fever maybe, don't know. But I'm not feeling inclined to leap out of bed and go and do a strenuous hour of flute practice. I'm feeling lazy. So I think I might just put the oven on and do a really easy dinner, like pasties and things like that for us, oven stuff and frozen veg, so I don't have to make any effort. And I might just do a bit of editing while that's cooking itself and sipping away at this coffee here that I've got myself, which is their decaf. Actually, I haven't had any caffeinated today. I don't think that's what's the matter with me though. Perhaps I just wore myself out. I've been staying up late quite a lot. I actually might bring my laptop up here and edit in bed. It kind of feels like I'm having a rest at the same time. I don't know why, but it's kind of more comfy. I sit here cross-legged sometimes and yeah, get on with it. Sorry, you probably didn't want a flash of my thighs then. It's a bit warm up here for wearing my big fluffy pyjama bottoms at the moment. Blimey, my temperature's up. And no, I haven't had a swig of coffee for ages. I waited and waited. I suppose it might be coffee's made my temperature go up. I feel very hot, but it's probably just I'm hot. I'm sure it's nothing, but it's a good excuse to chill out a bit and not cook a proper dinner. Isabel is in the cellar at the moment. She's singing and singing and singing. She's absolutely fixated on becoming the best singer that she can become by herself at home with no outside help, apart from on YouTube. This is a mission and she's working very hard at it. Fair play to her. It's great to see. My head is banging. Anyway, since all I'm going to do with the rest of today is lounge around, feeling slightly sorry for myself, but not much, because actually I'm not very ill really, just only a tiny bit. I might as well thank you very much for watching, and if you liked the video, please give it a like, because it really helps the channel to grow. And if you're new here and you'd like to follow more of our story, feel free to hit that subscribe button and follow more of our adventures, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!